Hey friends, welcome back. So today I'm going to do my lashes again because it's that day of the week where it's time to shed off the old and put on the new. So as you can see, I am a bald chicken. I have really shitty Asian lashes. They are very thin, they are short, and they dart down. I don't know why I was blessed with those lashes, but here we are. So in order to combat my bald chicken eyelashes, I like to put on those DIY lash extensions. So I'm going to do a quick get ready with me, and then I'm going to show you my lash application. Ooh, itchy, itchy, itchy. So let's hop into it. I'm not going to show you guys the products because you guys have seen this many times over if you've watched a Get Ready With Me. I'm not going to use primer either today because I just forgot it and I don't feel like taking this foundation off and putting it on. Plus, I'm not really going anywhere or doing anything today, but I usually use this primer. It's like a silicone-based primer. It's a smoothing and pore covering like effect, but that's okay. We're just going to go in with the True Match foundation and plop that in. I just filmed a skincare routine for you guys using Paula's Choice products. That is my tried and true. I love that line to death, you guys. My skin has not looked any better than it is now, especially without makeup. Like, there are days where I don't do any makeup because I don't necessarily need to do makeup every single day, if you know what I mean. So yeah, anyways, I am going to stipple this on and kind of get this going. So I just filmed that video for you guys. I'm going to edit that later on today and get that up because Paula's Choice is running a Labor Day sale right now. I just re-upped on some of my products that I was running out of because of the 20% off. And if I can get you guys a sale, I might not be a big YouTuber where I can get you a discount code or anything, but if I can get my stuff up when it is in line with the sale, I'm going to do that for you guys all day long. So there's that. The next video that I am going to film for you guys is a fall haul. A fall haul? Yeah, basically, I got all of these like fall pieces, like clothing pieces, because fall is my favorite season of the year. It's far too short, far too short, especially here in Colorado. It's like a month and a half and boom, it's done. And it's like, where did it go? But all of the colors changing, just the change in the smell of the air. I know that sounds freaking weird, but I'm telling you, the smell of the air, it changes, it shifts. It gives you these like cozy vibes where you want to just make soup all the time and bake a lot of muffins and all of that stuff. And oh, don't you worry, my friend. You and we are going to bake some pumpkin spice muffins together because I found a bomb recipe online last year that I tried and tested, and then I repeated it like 10 more times that fall/winter season because they were that good. They were moist, they were fluffy, they had just the right amount of pumpkin flavor and nutmeg flavor. You have to use fresh nutmeg though. That is the trick. You have to, use that little like microplane and grind it. Otherwise, it doesn't taste the same. Like, it's not, I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't give the full effect of the nutmeg if you don't use that little microplane and use the full nutmegs. So that's a fun tip. Anyways, circling back, I'm trying to do at least 2 videos a week. If you like these videos, please give them a thumbs up. This helps build our community. If you're along for the ride, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here with me as I start this journey with YouTube. So anyhow, let's get back to this get ready. So those are the 2 videos that I have coming up, and I'm excited to film those. I know you guys like the haul videos. Those are the most popular ones on my channel right now. So I am leaning into that feedback, and I am going to be filming more haul videos for you. That's why I decided, maybe I should do a fall haul because that makes sense. And then likely in the winter time, like probably late November, I will do a winter haul where I show you like some clothing that I probably purchased off of Amazon. Most of the stuff that I purchase is off of Amazon. Maybe I'll go to Ross and see what they have during that time and show you guys that. The only reason I don't like doing things like that is that I'm cognizant if I go to Ross and I buy a bunch of different like stuff and I show it to you, you can't necessarily go and buy it. So I'm trying to be mindful of that, because if I buy things off of Amazon, I can link the storefront or I can link the products for you. No, I will tell you right now, none of these are going to be affiliate links. They are going to be just the links to the stores, because I am not doing all of those, you know, get 10% back, whatever. I'm not going through all that effort to be doing that. So they're just going to be Amazon links just to get you guys to get the products if you want them. Those links do not kick back money to me in any way, shape, or form. It is just to help you guys out to find the products instead of having to search on Amazon search bar for the products that I'm going to show you. So there's that. And this is packing on a bunch of powder, and that's okay, because look at that. It just blends in seamlessly. We like that. So today, you guys, I'm also on day 5 of my gut health journey with Seed Symbiotics. It is helping tremendously, I have to say. Those symbiotics work really, really well. And I have also been taking 1 teaspoon. I think in my last video I said a tablespoon. God help me if I was taking a full tablespoon of coconut oil. No, a teaspoon is already enough. Like, it just feels heavy when you ingest it. You know what I'm saying? I am on day 5. Like I said, I did slip up and have coffee on the 2nd day. Sorry about that, boo-boo. You hold me accountable, like I said, because it wasn't because I was just going through coffee withdrawals. You would think so, because it was on day 2. So you would think I was going through coffee withdrawals, but no, I just really wanted coffee that day. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to have it. I should have talked myself out of it. I know, but I didn't. And I forwent my greens drink, and I just let myself have my protein coffee. So it is what it is. I can't go back. I can only go forward, as with everything in life. But the good news is it didn't affect my journey at all. Like, my gut health is still improving. I am very thankful for that, because like I said, I can't get into the GI doctor until October 9th. So we still have a ways to go, my friend. And I am glad that I don't have to be in a lot of like pain and discomfort and a lot of bloating until then, because Lord help me, that would have just been absolutely awful. So here's the thing with this is, what this tells you is there's a lot of things that you can do on your own through holistic and natural methods to treat, you know, a lot of things that you have. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I'm not telling you don't go see a doctor if you have issues. I did go to the doctor, I did go to the hospital, and I am going to see the GI doctor. But what I'm saying is, in the meantime, you can do things to help your body kind of adjust through foods, supplements, and things like that, to kind of help you as you wait for outpatient life. Outpatient life is a slow life, okay? It is not fast. That's why my PCP told me to go to the hospital circa a couple weeks ago. Anyways, neither here nor there. So, the gut health journey has been going really well. I will tell you that the Seed Symbiotics, like I said, have been helping really well, but also, I'm not doing this in any order. I don't know why I just picked up blush, but I just picked up blush, so it's going on. Usually I do my eyebrows next, but you know what? Today we are just going willy-nilly, and I am going to go with it. So the Seed Symbiotics are working really, really well. The other thing is the Atrantil. I wish I knew how to pronounce that. Atrantil, the one which I got from Sprouts, that is the thing that was developed by the gastroenterologist. Those work really, really well. So if you have bloating and abdominal discomfort, definitely pick that up. It will make you go to the bathroom. I did forewarn you. It will make you go to the bathroom, but pick that shit up. It works, works, works. I don't feel super bloated anymore. I don't have a lot of like abdominal cramping where it felt like somebody punched me in the gut and was twisting their fist. It was wildly uncomfortable. So this is why I was like, no, I have to figure out a way to help myself. I can't just sit around and wait until October 9th to get help or to find out what the problem is. If there's a problem. The only thing we know is the two things that I think I shared with you guys before, which is one, I have inflammation in my large intestines, and two, that there is a lesion on my liver. But again, they do not believe that that is related to the inflammation. So they're thinking that it's colitis, but they are not sure. Again, that's just the medical world. It's always a big question mark, and that big question mark seems to just go on for eons and eons and eons. I don't know why you can get so many tests done, so many imaging done, so many procedures done, like an endoscopy or colonoscopy or CT imaging. You can get all of these things done and they still can't find the answer. It is beyond frustrating. So if you've been in that boat, I feel for you because I know what that feels like. Those, I think, are the two main things that I have coming up for you is the skincare routine and the fall haul, which I will film once the items come in. And then the other thing was the gut update, the gut health update. Like I said, I'm on day 5 now, I believe. It should be day 5. I'm gonna update you guys in a short on day 7 on how things are going because that's halfway through, and I feel like halfway through we really have a good grasp if the products are working. I'm on day 5 right now and I already feel the products working, so I'm ever so grateful for that. And the next thing that I have upcoming for you guys is, like I said, probably the end of November to the beginning of December, probably the end of November, I feel like, so it could give you guys some time to get stuff if you want, is the winter haul of the, ooh, I don't want to do it like this on the camera. That's gonna look really bad if I do my eyebrows without a mirror. So let's bring out my really dirty mirror and do it this way. That's better. Okay, so besides those, I guess 3 videos, I am also interested in trying out red light therapy, the whole body red light therapy, not just for your face. So I am going to go to a place here in Boulder and try out probably, I don't know, I can do 2 of their core services at this particular place for $50, and if I can get a deal, I am going to get that deal. Now, are they going to try to upsell me a package? Yes, they are. Am I going to buy it? Probably not, because it's not within my budget. But I can go and try things and see if I actually like them, and then you know, occasionally work it into my budget if I feel like it's something that's actually really helping, you know, my overall health and wellness. I am a really big believer that if we want to live happy, healthy lives, we have to create these environments where we're able to thrive. And if that's going to yoga for you, great. If that is going hiking for you, great. If that is going retail therapy for you, great. You find what works for you and make sure you carve out time to do those things and give yourself that, because, you know, as life goes on, it doesn't slow down. It just speeds up and gets faster and busier. And then you kind of steamroll over yourself and your dreams and your goals and all of these things if you're not actively, like I said, carving out time and creating these environments for yourself to thrive. You don't necessarily need to wake up at 5 a.m. and be a 5 a.m. girly girl. I'm definitely not a 5 a.m. girly girl, but if that works for you, fantastic. For me, I'm like a 7 a.m.er. 7 a.m.er is my thing. 7 a.m., maybe 8 o'clock if I'm sleeping in a little bit. You know, that's me. I've never been, actually, no, I take that back. I did work out like at 4:30 in the morning like a crazy person back in like my mid-20s. I was into CrossFit, and the first class that I could get into was at 5:15. So I woke up at 4:30 every single morning like a freaking crazy person, and I did CrossFit at 5:15 in the morning for like a year straight. And that was insane. Like, I guess I had a lot more energy and motivation back then, because I'm not getting up out of bed at 4:30 in the morning to work out at 5:15. I know tons of people do it, and again, great for you if that's you and that's something that you do. I just find that as I've aged, I still make health and wellness a priority. Working out needs to be a priority. If you're not working out, my friends, please start working out. It's good for your body, and it's good for us as we age. But I work out probably either in the late afternoon or late evening. It just depends on when I can like plug it in. And the way that I work out is I work out on this app called Ladder. I will throw a referral code for Ladder in the description. The only thing that it gives me if you do sign up for that is a $25 kickback to their store. But what it gives you is it gives you a 1 week free trial. No credit card is required to try this out for 1 week. I am on Team Thrive with Coach Nairi. It is amazing. I love this programming that she does. It is glute focused. So, well, I shouldn't say it's glute focused, because she does do upper body days, lower body days, and then she does a glute day. So I just like the way that her programming is done. There are tons of different coaches on the Ladder platform, so you can try different teams and see what works for you. But Coach Nairi works for me. I love her, and I love her programming. Let's tone this blush down a little bit, but there's that. And oh, you guys, you can do them at home, because I am a shy girly. I get gym anxiety sometimes when I go to the gym. So I bought a bunch of dumbbells, and I work out at home in a little section in my house. So the workouts are also only 30 to 45 minutes. So you can commit 30 to 45 minutes to yourself and to your health. I know you can. So let's do it, friends. Whether you're hopping on to a free YouTube workout, or if you are interested in trying Ladder, again, you won't regret making yourself a priority. That has been my motto that I've kind of adopted this year, is make yourself a priority. And I love that, and I love telling people that, because it's the best way that you can feed your soul, you can feed your heart, which then feeds your mind, positive thoughts and things like that. So I even have these like affirmation cards here at my desk, where this one says, I am open to receiving abundance in all areas of my life. So each day I pull one of these I am affirmation cards, and I will put this up, and I will read it back to myself, again, to start the day in a positive light. I feel like when we start in a positive headspace for our day, our lives feel so much healthier, so much joyful, and so much richer when we just take the time to slow down and appreciate every little thing that we can. I know this is a super duper chatty get ready with me. I didn't intend for it to be, but you know, this is how it is with me, you guys. You either get silence and nothing, or just chatty up the ass with just blah, 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 doesn't shut up. So there's no in between. It's always like that, right, guys? It's this way or that way, and no in between. It is what it is. So we are going to get to the eyelashes very soon. I promise. I promise. I know we're 20 minutes in, and I haven't even gotten there. Ew, there's an eye booger. We don't want that. Go away. And there's a fuzz in my hair. Is there an eye booger here? There's also an eye booger on this side. Gross. Let's get that away. Okay, So friends, let's see. Let us decide together. Do we do eyeshadow since we're doing lashy lashes? The only reason why I don't like doing eyeshadow on days that I apply my lashes is because with a fresh set of lashes, I like the bond or the glue to kind of set. When you put eyeshadow on your eyeballs and you have your lashes on, when you wash your face that night, you're gonna have more opportunity for that product to get in your lashes, and then you have to wash your lashes, and you don't wanna do that when you just had put on a fresh set of lashes. So that just answered it for us. We're not gonna do eyeshadow today. We are just gonna hop into the lash application. So my friends, get ready, here we go. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna curl our lashes with this very dirty, I believe this is a Shiseido. Okay, you guys, Shiseido has the absolute best eyelash curler. I've had every brand eyelash curler and they all suck. The only ones that have been good is this Shiseido one. And I think this was like 30 bucks, but I've also had it for, I kid you not, like 5 years. So yes, it's gonna cost you about 30 bucks for this stupid thing, but if it's gonna last you for 5 years, I mean, yeah, you're gonna probably have to change this little pad thing once in a while, but like, if you can pay $30 and it will curl your lashes beautifully. You guys see what I'm saying? Like, look at how shitty my natural lashes are. They're hardly there, and this is them curled. Like, the fuck? Anyways, so I'm gonna curl my lashes first, and then I'm going to grab my bond. And where's my bond? Here's my bond. This is a black bond, guys. So I'm going to apply this. This is the nice fresh one. We like fresh. We like fresh. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna apply it at the base of your lashes. Some people drag it all the way to the top and apply it like mascara. If that's the only way that you can do it, you know, without it being like you can't really like spot treat, like you can't do it so specific to just the base, then just do the whole thing. Mind you, be very careful, because if you look up, boom, there goes the bond on your eyelid, and then your eyelashes are stuck to your eyelid and you're trying to figure out how to do your DIY lashes. That's hell in a handbasket. Ask me how I know. So we are just going to apply this at the base, just like this. I like to just wiggle it back and forth. And I use the top, like the curved part of this wand, and I make my eyeballs really big, and then I just wiggle back and forth. Now be careful not to poke your eye out, because again, ask me how I know. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. You guys remember that song? I feel like all the fun songs were back in the 2000s, I mean. I guess I was in my 20s. Maybe that's what I was referencing. I don't know. Also, friends, I know my audio, if you're watching any of my videos on TV, I know the audio has been not that great. Like, I watch my videos back to kind of try to do like a kind of like, you know, when football players watch their playbacks to improve. That's what I'm doing with my videos. And I've noticed that the audio, when you watch it back on the TV, is kind of low. I don't know why that's the case. I've tried different things. I'm gonna try another mic. I did try those that little dinky handheld mic. It's not the business, not happening. So unless I'm doing an interview with somebody, which I will probably never do an interview with anybody, I guess I've rendered that kind of useless. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try, why are these lashes doing that? I'm gonna try a shotgun mic and see if that helps, and we will go from there. I know if you're watching this playback on your cell phone that the audio seems just fine, so you probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyways, I'm going in with a 14 size, and I'm placing that just at the corner, and it's going to just grab on super easy. You just basically place it and drag it a little bit and it will hug onto your lashes. The reason why I'm putting a 14, the next one I'm going to put is a 16. The reason I do that is if you put lashes that are too long on the end, it makes your eyeballs look droopy. So we don't want to be droopaloops. So we are going in with 14 on the corner, and then we are going to go in with a 16. This is the little clusters that I'm using, and you guys can find these all over the place. They sell them at the drugstore. They sell them at TJ Maxx. They sell them everywhere. They sell them on Amazon. But I'm going to go in with another 16, and again, just place it and plop it, and I did not like the way that placed, so I'm going to rip that guy off. And I am going to wiggle him back on. Okay, perfect. That's the nice thing about, you know, using these is you can actually pluck a cluster off and put it back on before the bond sets fully. It's not like one of those lash glues where you can't, it's not forgiving. That's what I mean. Yeah, it's not forgiving. This is actually very forgiving and easy to work with. I applied the 14 and then 16, 16, 16. Then I'm going to go in with the 14 and then a 12. So what are we doing next? We're doing a 14. So this is how easy it is to apply these DIY lashes. Oh, when I'm picking up, I should probably show you. When I'm picking up the lashes, I'm using this lash applicator, and I have it where the curve is like facing up, and then I grab it just by the tippy tip, so it's like this, and then I'm using the, because you want the curled part to like be right here, so it's easy to just, you know, drag and drop. So that's what we're doing. Eyeballs really big, drag and drop, and boom, there you have it. See, so we're almost done with one eye. All of this talking, and it has taken me about a minute to do my eyeball. Sorry. If you're still here, thank you. Oh, and thanks, friends, for putting up with all my likes and because I don't know. I just say that a lot, apparently, and I promise I will work on improving my speech so it's not obnoxiously apparent that that's the way I talk. It's not the way I talk on a regular basis, actually. I don't feel like I say like and in every other word of my sentence, but when I'm on camera, for some reason, that's what falls out of my mouth, and maybe that's just me getting used to filming myself. You could see how much better that looks? Guys, bald, vibrant. Bald, pretty, pretty, pretty eyelashes. Okay, so now let's do the other eye, and we will be done, my friends. So again, we're going in with the black bond, and we are going to wiggle, 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 wiggle on the base of the lash only. Now, I know what you're thinking. Now, is this going to mess up my natural lashes? No, it will not. The bonds are actually really forgiving on your natural lashes. It's not super harsh like eyelash extension glue, the ones that they use at the studios. It's not super harsh like that. These ones are actually really forgiving, and like I said, it's user-friendly because you can place a lash, and if you don't like it, you can pluck it right off and then stick a new one on, and it's fine. So there is the bond just at the base of my lashes. You can see that. Can you see? Yes. So I'm going to follow the same lash pattern as I did on this eye. So we're going to drop a 14, 16, 16, 16, 14, and then a 12. So let's go in with a 14. Drop her, 14. There's always also going to be one side that you just seem to do easier than another side. And for me, I feel like that's this eye. It's still going to come out looking great, but for some reason, there's always one eyeball that feels kind of wonky with application. So this is that eye for me. Okay, so circling back to what I was talking about, do these harm your natural lashes? No, the Bond is very forgiving. You can wear these for about a week and a half, and they will still look freaking great. They will hold just great, but don't pull them off because you will get some of your natural lashes, and you want your natural lashes to stay on your eyeballs so that your Bond has something to stick to and you're able to still do these lashes. Because if you don't have any natural lashes to put DIY lashes on, then you're just going to be a bald chicken. And we're not trying to be a bald chicken. So let us not be bald chickens and buy the actual remover and remove them the correct way. It's really just like an oil-based remover where you just wiggle it back and forth. I'll do a video where I do the removal. You wiggle the remover back and forth, and then it removes the lashes very, very easy, and it doesn't damage your natural lash. Okay, I feel like I placed one kind of weird because it's poking me in the eye. Move it, buddy. Get out of my eyeball. We don't want you there. We want you on the lash line. So that's another tip. When you are applying these lashes, make sure that you are, like I said, you're gonna like almost drag it and drop it and then push up. When you push up, that is going to go and help it connect to the Bond. And then I like to take these tweezers and I like to tweeze them. Yes, they're gonna stick a little, but that is okay. You're going to tweeze them together. And my friends, we have got a fresh set of lashes on. Beautimous. Okay, so, the next question is, do I show you the new lippy that I got for fall? Do I test that out? I feel like it's too soon. But I did get this from Amazon. This is a beautiful wine color for fall. I'm telling you, I'm really ready for fall. My entire house is decorated for fall, and it might be too soon for some of you, but you know what? For me. So I'm going to swatch it for you instead of putting it on. Look at how gorgeous this color is, guys. Ooh, it's like a red, but not a bright red. It's like a wine color. Bordeaux, if you will. We're doing a Bordeaux, a fancy Bordeaux for winter. I guess this would be more of a winter than a fall. What colors do we wear on our lips for fall, guys? I don't know. But that would be more of a winter, because I am doing more of burgundies during winter time. So this color makes sense for winter. Maybe we can rock it for winter and fall. I guess we'll see once we get the fall try-on pieces and see if it looks like it's clashing with the outfits. If it's clashing with the outfits, then we're just going to do a neutral lippy, which you and I are going to do right now together to finish off this video. Again, if you guys like these types of videos, please do me a favor and like it, because that will help build our little mini community that we have going on here, and it will help me reach more people, and again, just build a community of other like-minded people who like to be fun and talk in circles and do all of the things. I will make sure that I upload my Paula's Choice skincare video so you guys can run and grab the products that are on sale. And it's not just any sale, it's a 20% off sale. We like 20% off. 15% off is still decent. 10% off, 20% off, we like 20% off. So I'm gonna finish up my lippy and I'm gonna close out this video, friends. And that is it for, wow, that looked really, it looked really flat when I took that off. I was so jamming out with my little bear ears. Now looks weird. Looks weird. Time to do my hair. So that is it for today's video, you guys. This is the lash application that I took 10 years to get to, but thank you ever so much for watching my videos and for being here. Again, make sure that you like this video. If you like this content, it helps me know to make more videos like this, and it also helps our community grow. So thanks, friends. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.